everyone, it's Hayes, and it's Miraculous Monday, so it's time for another screaming session.
Hey, big tuna.
And this week we will be looking at Gamer 2.0, and let's just jump into it. First things first, with this absolutely skinny legend who somehow managed to fit inside what looks like a submarine on the carousel. Like, the opening is tiny, I could not fit in there with my hips. Crikey. Okay, so let's get to Marinette now. She has a lot to do, and I can relate, I always have a lot to do, but having a Kwame must help. Like, I think I need to kidnap Tiki when it's time for the end of my PhD, because there is no way I'm passing without additional help. So Tom shows up and he's like, time to play games, and who else loves this little doodle of him with the rainbow and the unicorns? Headcanon Tom also likes Rainbow Dash, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to read the second chapter of Macarons and Mandarin. Like, if you hadn't, what are you doing with your life?
Disappointed is putting it mildly.
And then Tom starts talking about cake when Marinette refuses to play games with him, and not gonna lie, this took me several rewatches to actually grasp what he meant. I'm not the best with metaphors. I did genuinely think he's just completely lost all of his sanity the first time I watched this. So Sabine plays with Tom instead, but like, haven't they got a bakery to run? From what we've seen, the only other person who helps out usually is Marinette. Did they just abandon it? Can't believe we're having an episode where Marinette is more responsible than her parents.
Wow, okay.
Marinette falls asleep and somehow, miraculously, I can't take that word seriously anymore, but she miraculously goes to school and takes the test, although I don't know how she didn't turn up in her pyjamas, but I'll give her this win. However, mega loss is that in this screenshot I took, Adrian looks like he's been possessed, probably by Chris. He is the Antichrist after all.
Satan himself has come to this town.
And then we have Nathaniel severely judging Marinette, all the way sat in the back, like, Nathaniel, wipe that look off your face, you have zero fashion sense, you don't get to look at her like that. So Max goes around the room asking if people can help test the game he made, and Marinette just sits there dreaming about helping him. And then the romance music for Adrian plays while she's thinking about it. It's, a bit weird, but she's stressed, so I'll let her off. And then Mark appears. This episode is made infinitely better by the presence of my son. Max finally asks Marinette, and I don't know why he didn't ask her first, since they won that tournament together, but I stopped trying to understand the intelligence levels of the people in the show a while ago. But then Marinette just screams in his face. No! Like, look at this face she makes, she's absolutely lost it. Chloe steps in to give her much requested opinion, whatever would we do without her, and she's just so savage in this scene. But to be fair, she is partly right, since even Markov, a robot, is busier. When your robot is busier than you know it's bad. So Max is akumatized, and previous Akuma victims start disappearing, and Adrian is like, Plag, I can smell evil. Wow, amazing sense of smell, but he can't see anything to save his life. Brilliant. So Ladybug and Cat Noir show up and willingly step inside these, I don't know what they're called. And to be fair, Cat Noir does consider that it could be a trap. And it would make sense, because if I was Max in this episode, I would have just, delivered them straight to Hawk Daddy. Like, here you go, you get the earrings and ring yourself, I'm off for a cup of tea. For God's sake, even Max, who built like a near sentient robot, is still stupid. So they play Miraculous All-Star Brawl, and honestly, I don't know why Jeremy hasn't made this into a game. It's not the sort of game that I would typically play, but I could see a lot of people enjoying this due to all the different powers you could have. And yeah, I do also sometimes wonder about the intelligence of the team behind this show. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, as in, hire me, Jeremy.
Could be fun.
Although I will forever be haunted by having to listen to Marinette's voice come out of the mime's face, so that's fun. So Cat Noir is up next, and I too would have picked Mr. Pigeon first of all to fight, and oh my god, this sequence is amazing! With the fiery phoenix and the pound it with the pigeon, you all know how much I love pigeons, but oh my god, this sequence is everything to me. Seeing Adrian as Mr. Pigeon is not something I realised I needed until this episode. He plays again as Reflector, and we get the cat walking line thing. Look, I know a lot of you like this line and think it's funny, but every time I hear someone say it in a video or reference it somewhere, I just cringe on the inside. Like, I'm sorry. No, I just die a little on the inside at this line. So Ladybug starts to lose because she tries to rush the game. She's got a lot to do. So Max calls her Loserbug, and honestly, I'm surprised Chloe hasn't nicknamed Ladybug that for this season. It's something she definitely do. Cat Noir takes charge for a bit, but Ladybug comes back fighting just in time to punch Lila's lights out. She says it's something she would never do in real life, then commences to call Chloe a cockroach. Love it. So then Ladybug and Cat Noir have to fight against each other. Cat Noir is amazing, just sacrificing himself for her, saying he trusts her to free him, bring him back. Like, wow, the lack of self-respect he has is astounding. But he is also amazing in this episode. While I would love to see Ladybug and Cat Noir have a proper fight, like just once, he really takes the lead in this episode. He really is always there for her. So what on earth were you thinking, season 4 Ladybug? I swear to God, this girl still doesn't realise how lucky she is. Like this little smirk when she brings him back, oh my god, I love him. So the Akuma fight ends in the stadium, and I always love the stadium with Jeremy's advertising. But to make it discreet, you know, they spell it backwards, so it's instead of being Zag, it's Gaz. And Jezza probably doesn't know this, but Gaz in the UK is actually short for Gary. So that's all I think of every time I see it. Gary. My neighbour's called Gary. The episode ends very wholesomely with Tom and Sabine basically adopting Max, but also completely abandoning the bakery in the process. Like, anyone could have come in and robbed them. Why is everyone stupid in this TV show? So let's take a look at the fan art for this week. So the first piece we have is from Spooky Gorge Ghost. I'm never sure if I say your name correctly, I'm so sorry. And it is Purple Tigress, but using the Aqua power up. Oh my gosh, looks amazing. I love like the flippers on her feet. I love the hair, absolutely beautiful. Then we have two pieces from Nath Arts. So we have Zoe using the Ladybug Miraculous, and oh my god, she looks so good in red. Absolutely love it. Really like the gloves as well. And then we also have Chloe using the Cat Miraculous. I think she'd really suit it in kind of like a horrible villain kind of way. And then the other pieces of fan art for this week are all of me. So if you remember a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks, I can't remember what it was, I did a video where I designed my own Miraculous hero outfit based on the animal of a swan, and some people drew some fan art of it. I am so beyond honoured. So first we have Stormify drawing first of all the render with the cloak, then without the cloak, and then a sketch of it. Then we have the Kwame, which I still haven't picked the name for, I'm sorry. And then just one of me. I look absolutely fabulous. Then we also have two more. So Becca also drew me in the outfit with the cloak flying outwards like the wings, and then with this amazing background. Love the symbol you went for. Then we also have another one from Leah, which is the swan fused with the peacock miraculous. I look absolutely fabulous, if I do say so, in these images. I just want to say a massive thank you, not only for the fan art, but also for the support on that video. It's the first time I've ever done something like that. It went really well. I'd love to do it again. I'm just very slow at drawing, so it might take a while. But I've got some other ideas for Miraculouses for a British Miracle box, and I'd really like to do some. So yeah, that was this week's Screaming Session, besties. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be a poll up tomorrow so you can vote for the next one. However, there'll be no Screaming Session next week, because next week we will be doing the meme review again. So the Screaming Session will be the week after. What was your favourite moment from Gamer 2.0, besties? I'll see you in the next one.